when we look from the other side of the world, like I said, we have different lenses. And meeting, like I said, meeting inspiring people, one person can touch your life, and you don't know who you can touch. And you on the other side of the world, I'm like, oh my God. I was like, you know what I did? I looked up inspiring women, and you was on top of my list. I'm like, I need to follow this lady, and it was. I was looking through Facebook, and I was like, how do I make my community strong? So my community was like strong, empowering women, and your name come up. I'm like, I'm following this lady. She looks amazing, and your energy, what you was pushing out, was something. Wow, like now, and look at you. You're doing your own show, Tina. You would look back 10 years ago and it's like, wow, I'm sitting in the seat today speaking to so many inspirational people. But don't forget, you're an inspiration too. And if it wasn't for you, you wouldn't be letting us people that on your podcast tell our story. So I want to say thank you from me. And I'm very grateful. Give gratitude. Yeah.
Aluva G-Burn is an all-in-one weight loss supplement. If you're looking at a weight loss supplement as a whole, in my opinion, you have to target 5 or 6 different areas. And Aluva G-Burn does that. And it's the highest quality ingredients with the best absorption technologies with the highest bioavailability in each and every ingredient.
Hi, my name is Jen. I'm 47 years old. I teach musical theater classes to children, and I've been using Aluva G-Burn for a couple months now. I have 4 kids. And it seems like with each pregnancy, I gained a little more weight, a little more weight, a little more weight. And it's so frustrating to try to get that weight off. I'm just hungry all the time. I crave stuff that I shouldn't be eating. I've tried everything and nothing has worked. But as soon as I started Aluva G-Burn, I was finally able to lose the weight. It suppressed my appetite. I wasn't having to snack all day. The cravings were gone. I felt great. I now have the energy to do the things I want to do throughout the day.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tina Ramsay Show and podcast. I am so excited to have this amazing woman backstage today. And you're going to notice that we have some similarities. But number one, my name is Tina, and her name is Tina, which is very, very cool in itself. And the fact that Tina Haywood has
Aluva G-Burn is an all-in-one weight loss supplement. If you're looking at a weight loss supplement as a whole, in my opinion, you have to target 5 or 6 different areas. And Aluva G-Burn does that. And it's the highest quality ingredients with the best absorption technologies with the highest bioavailability in each and every ingredient.
Hi, my name is Jen. I'm 47 years old. I teach musical theater classes to children, and I've been using Aluva G-Burn for a couple months now. I have 4 kids, and it seems like with each pregnancy, I gain a little more weight, a little more weight, and it's so frustrating to try to get that weight off. I'm just hungry all the time. I crave stuff that I shouldn't be eating. I've tried everything, and nothing has worked. But as soon as I started Aluva G-Burn, I was finally able to lose the weight. It suppressed my appetite. I wasn't having to snack all day. The cravings were gone. I felt great. I now have the energy to do the things I want to do throughout the day.
Tina has also took the time to write herself autobiography about her life and her story of living in a diverse background and overcoming continuous setbacks and struggles or hardships. She's using her life as a catalyst in order to inspire women to dream big and live their full life without feeling embarrassed or feeling like they're trapped. This woman also serves the Australian Army Defence Force, and she also facilitates and participates in helping counseling our youth on suicide programs. She managed community housing. She worked in conservations, and the list goes on and on and on. So without further ado, I would like to bring on one of our biggest supporters of our show, Tina Haywood. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. Oh, good afternoon, Tina. How are you?
I'm great. Keep in mind, you guys, she's Australian and we on different time zones. So, Tina, I am so happy to have you here, and I would love for you to tell us about your culture, because you said that you are a proud, and then it begins with a Y and a G. So I want you to say it and also explain it so that you can help us know a little bit about your culture.
Hi, Tina. My name is Tina Haywood. I am a First Nation for Australian Indigenous people. So we're Aboriginal, and my tribe is Yupungathi if I'm up in Queensland, and Gangalidda as well. So as a strong Indigenous woman for the First Nation of Australia, I'm proud to explain where I'm from and who I am and what I'm about. So that's basically who I am and where I'm from. So that just different tribes in different areas in Australia. So that makes so when you look up Australian different Indigenous people, it's just the people all across Australia for the First Nations. Yeah.
I love that, because as a mom that homeschool her children, I'm always very inquisitive when I hear about something that I'm not, privy to that information. And then I was like, oh, this is something else I could tell my children and tell other people as well. So I'm so honored to have you come on our show to not only tell about your business and what you're doing, but most importantly, to enlighten us on your culture and why you do what you do. And so when I think about you, Tina, from reading and knowing a little bit about you, you are very strong and you are a resilient woman. And with your Indigenous culture and being an Aboriginal woman, I want to know, what do you, or why do you do what you do, or who do you want to inspire? Because you're doing quite a lot.
Tina, I as a woman, not only a woman, a lady in general, I want to inspire the whole world. Not only just my culture, people globally, people in Australia, everyone that hears my voice to be recognised. Uplift young people, people that were survivors, people that don't understand my culture, but always want to be inquisitive to know what it's all about, to rise from ground up to where we are today. And it's all about that resiliency, empowering others and inspiring, because your story can be somebody else's survival guide. And I want my voice to be heard, and I've always wanted to be heard and no longer sit in silence. So it's about, when one hears your story, many will rise. And you know what? There will be so many people around you that loves your empowerment and that positivity, and that's all I'm about. And I love what I do, and I do it with passion and from the heart. I don't just do it because it's something that people study. I've walked and I've been through that trauma and lived that life, and trying to just get people to understand where my point of view. So from pain to achievement, and just to keep going and keep shining, being that light, that when someone's feeling down and just don't have that lightness in their light, I'm the one that helps that darkness shine through. Yeah. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. And I love the point that you just said, when you said your story is someone else, or your situation is someone else survivor guide. And I never quite heard it explained like that, or never thought of it like that. So that is really true, because so many of us go through so many different things, and we wonder why we suffer in silence when we're not letting our voice be heard. We have to let that out. And by us letting that out, we're able to help not just the immediate people around us, but now thanks to podcasting and streaming TV and so many other things that's out in the digital world, globally, people will be able to hear your story and how you was able to overcome and what you're doing with your life now. So thinking about that, because so many people, I don't know anybody that has not went, through something, whether or not they want to share it or not. But why did you decide to break the toxic cycle? Because it's always this moment in our lives where we decide enough is enough, and I'm going to do this. So what was that pinnacle moment that made you say, I'm going to break this toxic cycle?
Oh, it's the moment I broke that cycle is because I just didn't want anyone to go through my pain. And where there's intergenerational trauma, there's intergenerational wisdom. So from breaking that cycle, from the traumatic events that continued in our culture, I just wanted to see changes. And why not start change now? because you know what, you're leaving a legacy for your kids down down the track, and somebody else is gonna pick that up and say, hey, if she can do it, why can't I? So I didn't feel sorry for myself. I used everything as drive and motivation, and there I was unstoppable, Tina. I just kept going and going, and I had 1,000 let down to 1,000 happiness. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
one when one roadblock happened, something else, another door opened. So I was always blessed in something another way, and great abundance. So the universe was coming to me, and I kept looking towards that road, and my journey is where I am today. So I'm very, very, very honored to be on your show. So now I'm here telling my story.
Oh, yes. And
Yeah.
we want to hear more of your story, but we're going to take a commercial break. And when we come back, Tina Haywood is going to share more about her life and inspire you. If you're sitting home right now and you're listening or watching us now, and you feel like you have no way out, that your story or what you're going through is just too difficult to get through, well, this is what you need to hear, because she has the experience, she has the knowledge, and she has the heart to help you win. We'll be back in a moment with Tina Haywood. The Homeschooling Interactive Magazine is a magazine that embraces and celebrates the entire homeschooling experience. Our magazine is different from all the rest because we provide beneficial information and assistance in homeschooling, business, wellness, mental health, resources, and life. We encourage you to pick up a copy of our magazine today on Amazon.com by simply searching the Homeschooling Interactive Magazine. The Homeschooling Interactive Magazine is all about impacting the world through home-based learning, helping to de-stress the homeschooling experience. Get your copy from Amazon today.
A really great experience on the Tina Ramsay Show. I felt like she really asked some valuable questions that can help a lot of people, especially in regards to monetizing. And so the vibe was great. I honestly wouldn't mind coming back on again if she invite me. And I felt like the conversation just flowed. So I am super happy, and I can't wait for the show to air on every single platform out there. And thank you again.
Well, you have any closing remarks before we head out?
Y'all, please support the movement of CTR Media Network. I'm telling you, being a part of this amazing media family, I can't go wrong, right? They have the support. They support us in all that we do. If we have questions, they take the time out to advise and mentor. So definitely check out the different plethora of shows that are on the network. I promise you, and I'm not saying this because I'm part of the family, but I promise you, you will be uplifted, inspired, educated, motivated, all the good stuff that we all need to carry ourselves out through the day. So definitely go check it out, y'all.
Awesome. I definitely appreciate it.
And just like that, we are back. And I come along with a friend whom you might ask, Tina Haywood. And she's sharing with us her life journey and showing you that you can win and you are a survivor. So welcome back to the show, Tina.
Thank you, Tina.
You hear that? You guys, we both named Tina, spelled the exact same way.
Yeah.
I'm saying, before the commercial break, you was actually sharing with us why you decided to break the toxic cycles that you were in. But with all that being said, it also had a point in your life, because I know for me, I had some things that happened that was traumatic to me as well growing up. And so what made you want to heal your inner trauma? Because it has to be a point where you say, okay, I'm gonna break this cycle, but you may break it, but you're still not whole. So what made you want to heal?
Tina, I noticed when I was going through my own trauma and my own pain, I had no one there to support me and to uplift me and to say, hey, it's okay to heal that young girl. It's okay, to let go of these dark demons that have been holding on, that chain that was hanging on to me. One day I woke up and I just couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't live that life, and I couldn't stand to see my siblings go through it anymore, or anybody around me, whether it's my siblings, my community, the women in general, just people that looked at me. So I did one thing. I started writing, put pen to paper, and every time I stood up and I wanted to break that silence because it was kept being swept underneath the carpet for too long. And I was like, how do I break the silence in our own community with our own culture? How do I break it to be set free? Well, actually, I did. I kept moving forward and I would not let anybody stop me from becoming this empowerment woman. And every time I kept looking forward, I never looked back. So the more I kept moving forward, I kept setting boundaries and kept putting more strength within myself. And where my ancestors, they fought to be where I am today. So I thought, you know what? I'm leaving a legacy for my kids, for the next generation, people, to keep moving forward. So, like I said, where there was one light to shine through that darkness, I know that I was one light. So, and that light of many other stars above us. So, I hope that makes sense because I'm pretty. Oh, look, my stories, I could sit down for that, for hours and speak to you, but it's just the start of this journey. And I believe when one hear, someone else wants to hear more. So, yeah, so that's where I am at within life. Yeah.
Yeah. And so the fact that you're willing to talk about the domestic violence, the childhood abuse, and what many people don't think about, if you haven't personally experienced something like that, you don't think about that even as you push and go on in your life and you may be suffering in silence, you're not talking about it, it's still bothering you. It's still manifesting in different areas of your life. Until you address it, you're going to keep getting the same results that you've been receiving. So do you find that since now you're releasing it and you being that inspiration and you're bringing awareness to it and also helping women or whomever had trauma have that resilience and that strength and know that they're that inner warrior, okay?
Yes.
So have you noticed how that has helped you even more so by helping other people heal?
Oh, healing is a forever. Healing will heal forever until we move on to the next life. And building that inner warrior and building that shield around you, making you strong and more resilient, it makes you become that role model, and you just shine. You shine. And as much as I say we shine, um, you have an inner strength that you don't realize how powerful it is. And we feel our ancestors around us all the time. I feel them within spiritually. I feel them in my heart. I feel when I walk out into the bush because we're very earthbound people. And the more I healed myself, the more I was grounding myself, the more peace I found within myself. I didn't feel erratic. And that spirit within me too was feeling calm. I didn't. So healing is a journey forever. So no matter what culture we are, where we come from, race, creed, or color, we got healing forever, and it makes us that strong warrior. So that's why, yeah, that strong warrior within us. So no matter where you go, you feel people's energy, and you're like, oh my God, I love that person. I want to keep hearing their story, and that's how I found you. You were so inspiring, and you just want to be that inspiration from the other side of the world. And it's like, hey, I spoke to that lady, and I met that person, and you're another unique person. We all have unique gifts, and I have a gift that is shining from the other side of the world. So I'm pretty amazed, and I'm quite fonded to be here. Yeah.
Yes, I'm so happy that two Tinas are both one, a little beacon of light. You over there in Australia, I had no idea that you was watching from over there, until you start actively commenting and engaging for all this long time. You start sharing the content. And I was like, is this real? Like, okay. And then I realized, oh, she's very real. And then you're coming on the show. And it just makes it go full circle because I'm very appreciative to everybody that support me in any way. Comment, like, follow, sharing, subscribe, and patronizing my business because you don't have to at the end of the day. And I'm just going to be Tina at the end of the day. And so I'm glad that you are just like that. And I'm so glad that you are speaking about these topics that need to be talked about. Everybody
Exactly.
on this earth have something special that they need to be doing that's purpose driven. And once you find that purpose, having the courage to walk in it. You've found your purpose and you're walking in it. So thank you for what you're doing. But this is what I want to know. What made Tina Haywood say, okay, I'm doing all this, I'm helping, I'm also part of the Australian Army Defense Forces, and you've been a part of them for how long now?
10 years this year. 10 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
And so you said, okay, not only am I going to do that, but I'm going to turn around and I'm going to write my autobiography. So first of all, how do you have the time? And second of all, why did you decide to do that?
Like I said, I wanted my story out there. And, you know, like everyone, how do I start this new chapter in my life? How do I get the universe? How do I manifest these amazing things into my life? Well, you had to start somewhere. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to investigate. How do I do this? So I end up writing my book so over 7 years ago. And it was my healing journey. It helped me release everything that was bothering me inside. And it helped me more happy to become more excited for what was next. And that's when I knew what my purpose was. I had this healing gift. I was like, you know what? I have a gift. I'm a strong mentor in the community. I'm a strong mentor within Defence Force. I'm strong within the rugby community, within my family, and within women. And whether it's women, men, you're always strong within somebody's eyes, because you don't want no one to dim your light. And no matter if they did, you still rise and you use it as a drive and motivation. And I was like, oh, okay, they're just having a bad day. I'll just turn that around and keep going. Yeah. So every time someone always shut the door, there was always another door open, and it wasn't meant to be through that door. So yeah, I love what I do. I do it from my heart. And one day I get to tell my kids about meeting you, and you're a legacy, and you're empowering so many. And if one here, another one will, because someone's going to talk about us, and they're going to keep rising us and make us inspiring. So that's why I have an amazing name, Tina.
Yes,
a blessed name. Yeah.
we do. And I'm glad that we share that name. And even though we're doing different things on that journey, but it's both, the foundational piece is being inspirational, sharing our story, and being able to help make a positive impact. And so that's why I am just so honored to have you here. You're a very diverse woman as well, being part of the Army Defense Forces, and then you're a mentor, and then you're a coach, you're an author, and you just your energy is so like uplifting. Like I feel like I know you, like we grew up together or something.
Yeah.
Like
it's like we live another life together. That's where we're back on the same journey. Yep, doing different things.
That's the way I feel. I'm like, but I don't know her. So, but I feel like I do. Okay.
Yep.
So you have that kind of energy, that kind of spirit around you that is very inviting, and that individuals who have been faced with traumatic experiences, or maybe currently going through traumatic experience, will feel comfortable sharing with you what they're going through and trust you on that journey. Because I feel like you'll handhold them and keep pushing them through the ups, the downs, and everything in between. And so when I look at you and I hear people say, woman warrior, and I'm like, no, this Tina Haywood is a woman warrior, bringing to light not only your culture, but your story, and just shedding so much that we need in the now. So you also help people with trauma counseling. You help with self-empowerment and mentorship. You also help with business development mentoring, mindset mentoring, grievance mentoring for those of you who are going through a grievous period and you need to learn the stages of grieving and how, because it can be hard. So if you have somebody mentoring you through it, it's way better than dealing with it by yourself. And you also do group and business workshops. And one thing that I love that you do is mindset mentoring. Let me tell you something. If you don't get this mind right, it's not going to get anything right. So
exactly.
You're doing it. So what made you decide? Because you're a vast coach. You're a coach that has multiple layers. So what made you decide to do that? And I'm so happy that you're doing it. So, but what made you decide to do that? Because it seems as if you do this not only with the Army forces, but you're also in regular life. So what made you do that, Tina?
Well, I have a team, and my team, I have a amazing lady. She's my general manager, Rebecca Booth. And when we work together, we're just empowering, we're magical. And when we do these kind of things, it's like, when you walk into a room, you have so much, you want to express yourself, but how do you balance it? How do you recenter yourself? How do you get recharged to get to where you want to go? So me and my team, I was like, well, I have this amazing lady to help me with this, because, not only we're doing one job, we're doing multiple jobs, and we're helping so many out there, because you don't want to walk in a room and just have one set boundary. You don't want to walk into a counselor room with like, well, we're only doing this topic today. You want them to express what they're going through. You say, okay, well, let's unpack. Let's help you go through this. Let's help you on your healing journey to become a better person, a better version for you, and continue to help grow and self-maintain yourself. So once we build it and guide them through that journey, amazing journey for them to become empowerment, to understand what the blockage with them, to keep going through that spiritual journey as well, nothing going to stop them. They're going to keep going forward. And we're always going to have roadblocks and challenges. And every day is a challenging day. Every day we wake up, it's like, oh, and we're grateful for what we have today. So having all of these, having multiple avenues to, grow within yourself, that's something amazing. So I'm quite grateful, because my team, like I said, me and my amazing work colleague, general manager Rebecca Booth, I wouldn't be able to do this without her. So that's what makes me, that strong. You got to have others to have, because you can't do this journey on your own. You have people around you, so that support along the way. So I'm quite happy. So I'm really excited. You know how you like, when you got that bubble, you're like, oh my God, I just had an energy drink and I want to keep going. That's how I feel. So yeah. Oh, Tina, I was so excited. I kept waking up. Oh my God, I'm talking to Tina tomorrow. That's how I felt. Yeah. Imagine if so I was like, oh.
One day I feel that our paths are gonna cross and we're gonna be in person. Yeah. I already feel it. It's already happening, but we just have to meet it. Yes, in the process. But I truly understand what you're saying. There is no possible way that I could do the Tina Ramsay Show or CTR Media Network without the help of an amazing team. And these are people that when you need to be refilled, they refill you, because as mentors, we're pouring out, we're coaching, pouring out our soul, our heart, our knowledge, everything. We're giving it all, to them. But yet we need someone to pour into us, give us what we need.
Exactly.
And so I understand what you mean to 1000%, because as you go global, you're gonna have to have it. You're gonna have to have it.
Exactly, because you know what, Tina, we're always going to have our haters that will try to drain our energy, and they're everywhere. And the more they speak about us, the more people want to know about us. And the more we rise, we have to have a recharge. And no matter where we get it from, like I say, I get it from my ancestors, but it's how do we recharge ourselves to become this person? How do we not let these people get into our head and say, oh, they just wrote a horrible comment about me? How do I, is that going to affect my energy? It's how you reflect and how you look at it, because we all have different lenses, don't we? Your culture, my culture, I see things differently, and how I see things differently through my lenses, I want to show people how to set strong boundaries, and and every different avenues are different ways. Everyone has different tools to put in their toolbox. So what toolbox we're going to put in today is what we're going to take with us, and what other ones we're going to throw away is what we don't need no longer. So no, I know exactly what you're saying. So
Yeah, we do. We really have to make a mental mindset shift in regards to as you level up, as you go higher, it's not gonna come and it's all be rosies and
Yeah.
peaches and cream. It's gonna come with what you were looking for, but it's also gonna come with other things that you didn't anticipate it. Like you said, the
Yep.
haters, the people who want to see you not win,
Mm-hmm.
the ones who want to be critics. That comes with the territory, but you gotta have laser focus. You can't focus on the
Exactly.
negative. You got to train
Yep.
your mind to focus on the positive and make sure that you have the people around you on your inner circle and your outer circle. That is your tribe.
Yes.
That no matter what's going on, they know the real you and they're not going to be conditioned or anything else about what
Oh,
other people.
exactly. Oh, that's right. Because your tribe that knows you now, they don't care
Mhm,
about the past. The past we can't change the past. We can do the now and the present. And
mhm,
so who we are is what we become now. Because
mhm,
if you want to keep empowering people, you want to keep growing yourself and be the strong person, you got to make your mind very strong too. So we can't just have ourselves and live it by ourselves. We got to have these strong people around us, and we all recharge each other. One
we
can
do.
have a down day and another one, and someone will bring that laughter. Someone's got to be the joker. Someone's got to be, we always have somebody in
Yeah.
the group that makes our tribe amazing. And that's what
Mhm.
makes us unique, because we all have different gifts that makes us who we are today. So
We
yeah,
do.
you're amazing. Yep.
We do,
Uh,
and you inspired and encouraged me, and I didn't even know you. When I would see your comments, and you were just so inspirational in your
uh,
comments, and I could tell it was more than just a generated comment. It was from the heart, and it really
yep.
resonated. And so when I saw that you wanted to be a featured guest on the show, I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, come on. Oh, you get choked up. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, sister, you don't understand how amazing, like you
but yeah. Um, and when I tell people, I say, listen, the Tina Ramsay Show is global. People watch us from the four corners of the earth.
wow.
And it's
Yeah.
always so inspirational. Like I started
Yep.
getting messages, and I read every single message. It might take me a while to get through all of them, but I read and I give
Yep.
attention to every single message that someone
Exactly.
take the time to write to us,
Mm.
to because I want my eyes to lay on it. Okay,
That's
not just
exactly.
a VA or assistant. I want, because I'm grateful, I'm
Very.
appreciative.
Yep.
But it's so many, so it takes me a minute to get through all of them. But to make a
Same.
long story short,
Yep.
when you start getting messages from people who don't look like you, who may be speaking another language, and they take the time to like, follow, share, and subscribe, and take the time to write something, comment,
Mm-hmm.
I literally had to start using Google Translate in order to translate some of the comments. And people like, we
Oh,
love you. Thank you for being so inspirational. Thank you for
yep.
including us. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, thank you, Google, for making Google Translate, because now you're helping me to be able to communicate with my
Yep.
international supporters and guests. So it's just really heartwarming. And I
Mm.
never thought, being a girl from South Carolina,
Yeah.
the only child, to think that my voice could be heard worldwide. And so it's my honor, my privilege, my dream to just bring people on my show like you, so they'll get to know you as well, and
Yep.
what you're doing, because I can't do everything. What you
No.
do is what you've been put on this earth to do, and only you can do it, Tina, the way that it needs to be
Exactly.
done. And
Yep.
so I'm like, here, you need help with this, go to Tina.
And same, because we're always referring each other, someone to somebody, because you know what, like I said, everyone has their gift. We all have a unique passion for what we do, and you know what, we have that power within us. And who does it better than this person? Oh, I know someone can do this. I'll refer you to the Tina Ramsay Show because she's amazing what she does. Oh, well, I can refer you to this person. And that's what we do, because you know what, we're not selfish people. We give gratitude, we give love, and that great abundance, because what you send out there comes back to us 100 times more, doesn't it? And it's a blessing. Our blessings are here and they're coming for us. And no matter how many times we refer someone, blessings will come back in different ways. And that's my blessing. So yeah, I'm very, very grateful and honored. Yeah. I'll be going to bed smiling tonight. So
well, I am too. We both, the two Tina's gonna be smiling tonight. So I want to actually share with them about your website, which is called bluebutterflysky.com. And it's let me put it up on the screen. So those of you who are watching, you can listen. For those of you who are listening in, I'm going to say it for you. No worries. I'm going to say it. But for those of you who are watching, you can see it on the screen. So it is Blue Butterfly Sky, and that sky is skye.com.au with the /about. Okay. And the reason why is because this young lady is from Australia. Okay. So that's the AU. So let me also show this to everyone as well, so you can see the time and the effort that she's taking to share her journey and also showing you how you can overcome as well. So I encourage you to come to this website so you can see and learn a little bit more about Tina, about her services. You can also shop. It's time for you to click and order. Okay, click and order. And you can book your online meeting with her and also see the different things that she has to offer, and also learn more about why she do what she do, and also all her accolades that makes Tina Haywood, okay? And so make sure to go to bluebutterflysky.com.au. Okay, check her out. That is just something amazing when you have it all in one spot, because most of my international supporters, or I would say guests, they don't have a workable website yet. They're working on it, but they don't have it yet. So they utilize Linktree, which is good if you don't have a website, to use Linktree or IntelliCard USA to do all of that until you get one. But the fact that you already have your website up and going and running, it makes it easy for people to connect with you and book. So Tina, is there anything else that you would like for our audience to know? Anything else you would like to share? You can share with us now.
No, if they can find me on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, look me up on Google. So I'm all over Google in a positive way. So if they're trying on Facebook too, so Blue Butterfly Sky, Tina Haywood on Facebook. So I have my own page as well. So if they can't get a hold of me on my email, so I'm easy to find. So everywhere. So I've just made sure I was found everywhere, not only just in one spot. I was like, you know what? I'm going to make sure I'm easy to find. So yeah, you'll find all my inspirational quotes on Instagram and my little stories. So it's different because like I said, everyone's got different lenses, and it's good to find a different understanding different cultures, because we learn and grow from one another. So no. Also my book, I do have a book called We Were Warriors. Look up author Tina Haywood, and you can purchase that off there as well. Yeah.
All right. She said women warriors. See, I didn't even you exemplify that title. I have heard a lot of people use that phrase, those words, but honey, you is the definition of woman warrior. Okay.
Yep.
That is you to a T. And so for those of you who listening in, because I'm going to pop it up on the screen again for those of you who are currently watching, but realize we're on radio and we're also on podcast, so they're going to be listening in. So Instagram to connect with Tina, to get her inspirational quotes and so much more. It is Tina Haywood _ coach. That is Tina Haywood _ coach. On LinkedIn, it's up under her name, Tina Haywood. On Facebook, it is up under her same beautiful website, which is Blue Butterfly Sky, and Sky is spelled SKYE. And on Twitter, it is Tina Hay, that's HAY 39836572. That is Tina Hay, HAY 3983657 too. So make sure to connect with her on all social media platforms. Get a copy of her book, book a consultation. This is the year for you to stop suffering in silence, because now you have help. You have someone that you can talk to, that can mentor you, that have already been through a lot of different things. And on the other side, the happy side of working through and healing. Okay. And so I know from experience addressing the trauma that I dealt with and really working through, it wasn't an easy process, but once I got through the process, I was like a new rebirth person. Like my perspective, my mind, it was a shift. And like Tina said, you can feel when you go in a room or when you're around a person or you read certain people on social media that their energy, that the way that they feel is a lot different, and it draws you in when you want to be around positive people and stuff like that. So make sure to follow, and subscribe to everything that she's doing, because we all need positivity in our life.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right. And make sure that you guys check her out, because I'm just going to go ahead and just give y'all just this exclusive, because guess what? Tina Haywood is going to be featured in the Podcast Revolution magazine. So you think you enjoyed this? Wait till you be able to read and see her in action when she be speaking, and you'll be able to get a little bit more information about Tina in some printed pages of the magazine, the Podcast Revolution magazine. And listen, it's going to inspire you to stop with the excuses. To stop the excuses. So Tina, thank you so much for being on the show today, and this conversation inspired me. I hope I can go to sleep tonight, because you got me so hyped up.
Same. Thank you so much, Tina. Much appreciated. Yeah.
And anytime you want to come back on the show, you have an open invitation to come back and share, shine, and grow on the Tina Ramsay Show.
I'd love to. Thank you so much.
You are most welcome. And so right now, you guys, if no one told you this today, I want you to know that the Tina Ramsay Show and podcast, me, I want you to know that you're amazing, you're worthy, and the Tina Ramsay Show and podcast, we got your back. And until next time, I want you to what? I want you to keep smiling.
Our CTR Media Network sponsors.
Thank you to our corporate sponsor, Sheree Moore of SheTrucking.com. SheTrucking.com is a community committed to helping women and minorities establish and maintain successful careers in the transportation industry. To learn more, go to SheTrucking.com. Thank you to our platinum sponsors, Eleanor and Leroy Mason from happyandhealthy.global. Happyandhealthy.global is a business that educates and provides essential natural wellness products to build your health and your wealth. Go to happyandhealthy.global today to learn more. Thank you to our silver sponsors, Business Course Academy. Business Course Academy is dedicated to helping to educate entrepreneurs and startup companies with the tools and the knowledge needed to successfully grow and generate wealth for their business. Check them out at businesscourseacademy.com. Thank you to our CTR Media Network sponsors. To learn more about our sponsors and CTR Media Network, go to ctrmedianetwork.com.
Thanks to her, my podcast.
We got it. Reaching 350 million. They tuning in.
CTR Media Network is now accepting new podcasters to join our growing network that's reaching 350 million global listeners. Have you heard? CTR Media Network offers podcast production, podcast training, distribution, and product placement. Book us for your next event or schedule an interview with CTR Media Network podcasters today. To learn more, go to CTR Media Network.